you focus on being disrespected, and then you're bringing a certain energy to set. You focus on they're
Yep.
doing stuff to me, you bring a certain energy to set. It fucks you up, man. Fucks you up real
Yes.
bad. And then you
Mhm.
can't get beyond it. And you'll find more of
Right.
that behavior coming back to you because you're like, you're actually creating it. It's a weirdest thing. This is one of the most important things we can talk about because it just, you're all going to experience it. I did, Joe did, we all do. So,
Sharon, this one point here was really great that you brought this up because
thank you.
everybody, everybody that's not on the call really needs to understand this.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
Janet is just saying. If you focus on the bad stuff, if you bring those, if you have those negative thoughts in your head about somebody else, it's going to come out in your actions. They are going to feel it. They're going to know it. And if you ever get into a situation where there's some kind of confrontation, some kind of loud voice, some kind of push and shove, some kind of verbal push and shove or emotional push and shove, you always want to be the person that is trying to do the right thing. You do not want to be the person that's responding to that emotion in an emotional way. You want to do the right thing no matter what they're doing, because once you start to stand up for yourself, or I'm going to stand up for myself, I'm not going to let myself be pushed around, I didn't do anything wrong. As soon as you start taking those stances, everybody else in that crew is going to look at you as the bad person. It doesn't matter that you weren't the one that started it. It doesn't matter that you weren't the bad guy. That's what everybody's going to see when you start responding back. So you always want to stay in a good state of mind, and you always want to be helpful. You always want to be amiable. Always.
Oh my God. Can I just tell you? Recently, just last year, I had like a whole crew kind of turn against me. Okay? Yeah, I've been doing this for 23 years. I was working with a newer crew on a smaller budget thing. Okay, just one day shoot, and I've actually told this story before. The AC is like texting me the day before. Do we need this piece of equipment? This piece of equipment. I'm back and forth. And I'm like, she should know this, you know. I'm like working for low budget. I passed my bigger job on to somebody else. I'm work doing this thing. She should know this, so I'm back and forth with her. I show up on the day, and the piece of equipment that she should have prepped, she didn't know anything about, and she basically hands to me. And I'm like, no, you should know this. And I'm like, you do this. And, this crew, they all are tight with her because they all work together. And here's this woman coming in that's, kind of dissing her a little bit, that's kind of telling her that she needs to do her job. That's basically what I was saying. I'm right. Doesn't matter because
Doesn't matter.
it turned around. The whole crew was just kind of like, I could feel the energy the whole day, including the producer too, because this actually hurt me. So, happens. It's one person out there. Most of the time, I do a great job. That time, had to be a little bit careful. So I needed to be nurturing. This was just last year. What the hell is wrong? Should have been more nurturing with her, and then it would have been great. So, oops. Don't get on your high horse, Janet. Even though you know what's right. High horse is another great lesson.